Hello guys, welcome back. This is Manigandan. Today I am going to discuss. Today I am going to go through this article, which belongs to cross-origin resource sharing. But before that, I would like to share some information so that you will get a more idea about this vulnerability. So for this purpose, I have prepared one PPT document. This PPT document contains some kind of technical information. Once we get this kind of information, then we will going to discuss about that article. So what is the today agenda? Today agenda is what is the origin. List of attributes will involve when we are going to discuss about origin value, and what about same origin policy and cross origin policy, and configuration when it is required, whether same origin policy or cross origin policy. Then misconfiguration of cross origin resource sharing. So what is the meaning of origin? Origin means we can say where the request is initiated to get the resource like image, file and information, etc. Where we can say origin has initiated. What are the attributes will involve when we are going to discuss about origin? Domain name, port and protocol. These are the perimeter, these are the parameter we have to calculate when we are going to discuss about origin attribute. And same origin policy. So what is the meaning of same origin policy? Same origin policy is a web browser security mechanism that aims to prevent websites from attacking each other. Let me tell you once again. Same origin policy is a web browser security mechanism that aims to prevent website from attacking each other. So for example purpose, here I have mentioned the domain name is http://normalwebsite.com. So here the protocol is http and the domain name is normal-website.com. What is the port number? Here we can see port number is 80. So this is the destination server. I am going to initiate the traffic from URL like http://normal-website.com/example1. Here what is the protocol? http. Okay, what is the domain name? normal-website.com. What is the port number? 80. So three things are matching that we discussed example domain. Okay, so that access, is it access permitted? Yes. Is it access permitted? What is the reason? Because the protocol is same, domain name is same and the port number is also same. So that is the reason browser will allow, or we can say browser is allowed to initiate the traffic to the to reach the destination server. Then can we discuss the second example? http://normal-website.com/example2. Here what is the protocol? HTTP same, also domain name is also same and port number is also same. We don't consider about module, that /example1 and example2. There is no, because these part won't involve when we are going to calculate origin value. So these traffics also browser will initiate, browser will allow to reach a destination server. Then we can discuss about the example. HTTPS protocol is HTTPS. What is the domain name? normal-website.com. What is the module? /example.com. So the protocol is HTTPS, which is not matched to existing protocols. Our example protocol HTTP. So there is protocol mismatch, so that when it comes to same origin policy, at the time browser will not allow to reach a destination server. So who will configure this kind of policy? Yes, developer will configure whether this application will perform or application will respond, whether it is same origin policy or cross origin policy. It depends on the developer configuration. Then fourth example, here we can say that domain name is different. So that is the reason this one also browser will not allow. That fifth one also the port number is different, so this one also the browser will not allow. So let me tell you once again. So I have a domain example a.com. I have three modules: a.com/1, a.com/2, a.com/3. Here a.com/3 wants to get some information from a.com1. So if it is a developer configure, this transaction happens based on the same origin policy, then this traffic will the traffic will allow it because of all the domain's name and protocol port number, everything is same. But I want to initiate the traffic from b.com to a.com. That time browser will not allow the traffic. Reason is this domain name is different. This is the meaning of a same origin policy. So what is the purpose of cross origin policy? Cross origin means nothing but I have a multiple domain a.com, b.com. b.com has some kind of information which is needed for a.com. So I'm going to initiate the traffic from a.com to b.com. So at the time I want to initiate. So cross origin traffic also is recommended, is mandatory when it comes to business perspective. But what is the vulnerability here? The reason is sometimes the developer configure instead of mentioning access control allow. This is the sample header value of cross origin resource sharing. Here a developer configure access -control allow origin star. Star means anywhere we can initiate traffic to get the response. This is not recommended. To here we have to configure what is the domain they are going to initiate the traffic to reach our destination. That part we have to configure here. Okay, same origin star and access control. This one also most vulnerability. Access control allow credential. If it is both the value configure as it is, definitely that would be a vulnerability. As an attacker we can exploit it. I hope you are clear. You are very clear about same origin, cross origin, and emerging cross origin and vulnerability details. Now I'm going to explain about the article here. What that attacker date, what the attacker date, that due to policy violation he didn't mention the actual domain name. Instead of mentioning actual domain name, he mentioned www.redacted.com. so he was trying, because this domain hosted on the hacker one, as bug bounty, we can perform our assessment. Whatever application hosted on the hacker one, we can perform assessment. If we find any vulnerability, we will get some bug bounty if it is scope of work. Yes, he was trying to find the vulnerability for www.redacted.com, but he was not able to find any vulnerability www.redacted.com. so what then he was desired to perform some kind of things. Then he was trying to find some other kind of vulnerability, which is part of other kind of vulnerability. It is subdomain of redacted.com. Then he has found some vulnerability which is hosted on evil.redacted.com. but keep in that mind, this is not scope of work, because they have mentioned scope of work only redacted.com. they have not mentioned anything evil.redacted.com. then what he did, he was trying to header response. At the time, whatever we are giving the input as a origin value, it is reflected it is reflected as a response code. I mean, here he has found, and also he observed that this domain, every request coming from its subdomain or domain, everything has allowed. That is what he noted. So then he is going to manipulate the header value. Then he found one of the cross-site scriptings which was there in one of the subdomain of redacted.com, bankus.redacted.com. okay, but but as I told you, this was not scope of work. This was not a scope of work. So what he did, he going to manipulate the header value. He mentioned the origin value as bankus.redacted.com, bankus. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Okay, bankus.redacted.com. Okay, so as I told you, in this application, all subdomain traffic has allowed to reach a destination server. So bankus.reactive.com, as well as he mentioned some cross-site scripting. Okay, here we got a response, bankus.com. so he reported this is the vulnerability of this domain, www.redacted.com, and also he got some bounty. This is the same principle applicable to the 7 second vulnerability endpoint, but here actual domain is https protect product protect 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 protect.ubnt.com. okay, so what he did, here our destination server is https://client.amplify.com. so but what they did, they completely allow whatever subdomains traffic initiated. I mean, they have not maintained any domain name. Instead of maintaining domain name, they have completely allowed all the subdomain value protect.vpnt.com. so what he did, he also maintained the same approach. Here he yes, so for the same process, I identify the same cross misconfiguration similar to the previous case, but this time application fetches the user private information different location API code blindly while to say any subdomains, even non-existing one. So as we since the public problem the build scope, yeah, so he allowed the entire subdomain. so what he the attacker did, he typed SSS is it .event.com. okay, so let me going to discuss advanced cross-origin research. So what he did, in our browser like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and Safari browser, not Safari, we can say here Google Chrome and Mozilla browser. Whenever we are going to initiate any whenever we are going to type any domain, at the time browser used to check the domain value. If it is mismatch, at the time it will display site cannot be reached, because here we have mentioned some special character, but he found some vulnerabilities are there in the Safari browser. Because he didn't, in that browser didn't check the whether the domain is legitimate or not. Instead of checking the domain only, he will actually send the request to the destination server. So these are the tabular column. We can see what are the special character allowed based on the Chrome version, browser version. Here Safari browser allowed all the special character for all the version. So what he did, he observed one of the domain, this is the https://client.amplify.com. what he did, in origin value he mentioned domain value as well as special character. So because they have allowed domain upnt.com. so what he did, upnt.com equal to evil.com, because that equal is as a special character. Safari browser doesn't validate the request. Instead of validating, it allowed, so that user getting the response on evil.com. This is the I hope I explained everything. Please correct me if I'm saying anything wrong. Also, one of the payload actually is not working. So this is a payload value HTML. Just so here is a sample payload. Actually it has some kind of issue, but if application doesn't validate the request where that request originated, at the time we can get the response from our desktop itself. Because this payload, if we type any domain, if you are typing, at the time it will ask x or something like that, depends on payload. If it is giving x, then we will get a response. I hope. Thank you so much.